Hi there, Virgo. Virgo. Two of my best friends are Virgos. I think I always say that. And I would drive them crazy and vice versa if we lived together. Which is fine. Not everyone... And these are two of my very best friends, but hey, well, I mean... So that came up for some reason. Interesting. That came up, and here we have the Lovers card. It's like, be careful you're not trying to force something that just wasn't meant to be this week, and make commitments you truly are interested in keeping. So, for example, learn to say no when people ask you to do something. And I know it's hard because then they can run the risk of not asking you, but it's better to just be upfront and say no, thank you, or, whatever. Don't over explain. Than saying, oh, yeah, and then always at the last minute saying no, because that will wear a person out and frustrate someone well above just saying, yeah, no, I have other plans, or I can't, or whatever the reason is. And if they're a really good friend, you can say, no, I just don't feel like it. I have a friend where, like, I love to do something, but, I never like to leave the house on the weekends. We're like, yeah, me either. That's a true friend. So for some of you, it's weird that this comes up for a lot. I do feel for obviously this is going to be a small percentage, but I think some of you are going to find that someone, a situation, a person, a romantic relationship, a friendship is not honoring their commitments. And this could be very mundane, like you asking a friend to do something, they're not honest and say, no, I'm doing something else. And then you find them doing something different and just find that they're just not being honest with you. So that's the thing about not being honest. Yes, we all tell little white lies, but lots of times the truth is just, no, you don't have to tell your friend that you don't like their new haircut or something like that. But if you don't want to do something, saying, no, I'm just going to hang out at home today, or actually, I think I'm going to do this or something, instead of lying about it, because then if you get caught in the lie, then people are like, why did they lie to me about something so stupid or something so small? And then what else are they lying to me about? So just be cautious of that. But that may then again happen to you. So on the other hand, you can see how you can make these little white lies, so not to then overreact. But if it's blatant betrayal or cheating or something like that, that's not to be ignored. So that's for a small group of people. For some of you may find out you're pregnant, or a friend's pregnant. You may find out an ex, them or their significant other, is pregnant. And that might make you feel a little weird and jealous, but let it, feel it and let it go. You've moved on. That wasn't right for whatever reason. And in some ways it doesn't have anything to do with you. And that's really hard. And I know it sounds like, oh, sure, easy for you to say, Jen. And I'm the first one to get a little for it to go, ooh, that hurt. But it's like, okay, talk yourself through it. Why did it hurt? That relationship didn't last for a reason. Good for them. It really has nothing to do with me. I do feel for some of you, you're really going to be focused on, you're going to be very diligent and working very hard. Oh, you're a Virgo, so we have the Pentacles cards on, I mean, maybe if it's fall here in the northern hemisphere, maybe you're going to be like canning stuff and like getting ready for winter and things like that. Um, Changing your health routine, something in your home. Maybe you want a new job. Maybe it was a job where you felt betrayed, like, oh, we're going to give you a raise, and you find someone else gets a raise, or you find out someone else who's been there less time makes more money. That's always a tough one that happened to me. Um, but it's going to motivate you to make a positive change, to make a change where again you're not focusing on something that really doesn't concern you and is kind of none of your business, and saying, well, I'm going to be fab, and using it to be like, I'm going to be fabulous myself, and I'm going to be creative, and I'm going to make my own reality what I want it to be, and not focusing on any negative and bitterness, but using it to fuel you and motivate you into doing your best and focusing on you and what you can do for yourself. And finding something that really feeds your soul. Like, I'm not going to, oh, I find out, an ex has moved on. I'm not going to sit down and eat myself, eat a whole pizza and a whole box of donuts and or whatever. It's like I'm just going to be awesome on myself and open my Etsy shop and start creating things and start my own little online business and or something like that. Like you're going, or I'm going to look fabulous, and I'm going to just really stick to my workout routine and eat healthy um, and keep the focus on me, because that's the only thing you can change. If someone's not honoring their commitments, there's really nothing you can do about it. You don't have to accept it or tolerate it, but you can't change them or fix them. So you want to channel that energy in a positive way and focus on improving yourself and not focusing on other people. Yeah, there's someone behaving badly this week. So, she's just going to be like, okay, I see what you did, and I'm cutting that away, and I'm moving on. And I have my own life to give birth to beautiful, creative things and create the life I want to live. I mean, she's giving birth to all the things she wants to manifest in her life. And she's like, I'm just going to cut those things. I'm going to cut those ties. And it's not in a nasty way. It's in a, hey, it's time for me to move on. I've got my own stuff to do, and I can't control these other people. And I'm focusing and allowing my energy to go to other people's bad behavior is not in my best interest and is not going to serve me. So I'm going to be really smart about it and channel my energy into something super positive. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.